Here we are in Medford, Massachusetts, in the greater Boston area for the home opener, kind of for both teams here. Stadium in New York still under the works, and so the New York Rumble have traveled up to Boston for their first game of the season, and Boston is coming back from a two-game doubleheader road trip with D.C. and Philadelphia, where they finished 0-2, and so they return here to Boston to start their home season off here against New York. Boston in white with the blue trim will be pulling on D. 53 degrees here, a little bit of a crosswind, winds 10 to 15 miles an hour, should be dipping down later on, and let's see what New York can do to start the game here as they center it to Hennessy in the middle of the field, and a nice spread offense to start here. The wind will be a factor. Big bid there. Zoo can't hang on to it. And let's see what Boston can do with the disc. It floats up a little bit here. This could be anyone's. Looks like a nice D, and it's a clean call for the referees there. They call him in, as it looks like Foster snags that out of the air, and he was the man to force the D as Boston starts off very well. Sorry, not Foster. That is Christian Foster. Yes, correct.
Seems to be some discussion on the field amongst the refs. The refs are actually changing the call.
All right, well, this looks like the right call here. It looks like the New York player was able to get to that disc first before Christian Foster came down with it. And now Mazer here will give it a shot. Hennessy with the disc. Trying to find Faust. Can't find him. Looking to reset now to Hollingworth. Barely sneaks it in. Hollingworth with the disc. A little bit of a pick there in the middle of the field. But New York able to move it out as they swing it over to Scotty Zoo, new to the team this year. He moves it up. Mazer, the MVP from 2 seasons ago, lets it go, but it's a little bit short here. Not enough there to get it to Kuzmowicz in the end zone, and Boston has another chance. Stevens will center it to Simmons. Very windy here, and it's tough to say which direction the wind's going to push the disc. This one here looks like it's going to sail in rather nicely for Boston, and they have 10 yards to go here for a D break, and that looks like it's going to be it. Here goes Mike Miller with the pull. Nice deep one here. Sends it in to Chris Whitecaps, and he sends it to Hennessy. Hennessy back to Whitecaps. Up to Mazer, who cannot hold on to it. The gloves do not help, and it goes down to the ground. Short field here for Boston. Miller will pick it up. Into a stack in the center of the field. Fakes it. Looks for the swing and finds his man. Swings it out to the side here for Stevens. Stevens with a nasty little scuba over the top, and Miller will find his man for the goal. Well done. 2 quick throws there. The quick snap scuba from Stevens, and Miller connects. And it's quickly just like that, 2-0. Well, it's time again for New York here to see what they can do on offense here. They've already failed 3 times with the disc to get it even to half field here. And this was the same trouble New York had last year. And a new roster, fair amount of turnover, got some new faces out there, and some new faces on the line right now as Coach Anthony Nunez has shaken up his O-line to bring in some of his D players to see if that can't help. You see Anderson as a notable D player out there on the O-line now. The wind, of course, is the fact that this is going to be a D type of game. Zoo with the disc, looking back for Hollingworth, finds him. Hollingworth looking for Anderson, but no. Now it is to Anderson. Anderson's got a chance deep, but holds it. Back to Hollingworth. I think that's a Loro with the disc. So that's a Loro right there. We just centered it. Number 3, a Loro. And Hollingworth will put one to the end zone. Nice put to Brown, but no. Too far. Difficult to read that. That blade throw coming in there for Alon Brown, new to the Rumble this year. And another turnover for New York. Simmons will pick it up for Boston. Double team here. Will it help? Doherty, not known as a great handler, getting in trouble. Timeout called. So after the timeout, a switch here, and they can put their O-line in. And Miles Montgomery Butler, who was a D specialist, steps in and throws the immediate up the line to Brera Jarris, who gets it to McNaughton. And the O-line here is going to poised to do some damage as superstar Jeff Graham there with the big forehand fake he's known for, but swings it back down. Looks like New York's team stays on the field. The up line to Graham, fakes the big forehand. Brera Jarris tries to swing it down, and no, to the turf it goes. So a chance for New York. This will be their 5th possession as Alora will walk to pick up the disc. He's got Anderson cutting across the middle, and Hollingworth into the same space. Finds Anderson. Anderson looking so far, no success with their downfield receivers, and that one bounces off the chest there of Clark Kofer, and just not allow the rhythm here as, what a grab. Unbelievable snag there. I'd call that a McNaughton catch, if any, as he flies through the air and snags at the last second. Piers McNaughton showing off the athletic ability. So here's the pull, a roller from Boston that will squeak out of bounds just at the 22, and Mazur will pick it up. Center it quickly to Hennessy. Hennessy looking downfield in this spread offense here, and a saggy D is Hershku there, number 14 for Boston, playing kind of in the center there. They have an open muck. Let's see if he can get there. No, it's snagged out of the air as the disc came in short. Another chance for Boston now, as their D-line will try to score yet again. But it's behind. And the receiver, number 49, cannot pick it up. That's Wilburn, and now here's a chance again. Hennessy will pick it up. Hennessy up to Faust. Faust has got 2 people streaking deep, but gets Mazur on the under. Mazur looking for Muck. Swings it back to Faust. Back to Faust. Bosco. We got a call here. Looks like it's going to go the other way. A push off on Faust. So 10 yards back. Chris Kocher, number 32. This looks like got an opportunity here for New York for the score if Mazur can get up, and he does. There's finally a throw that goes far enough for the offense to retrieve it. Chris Kocher with the throw, Mazur with the reception. New York on the board to start their season, still down 3-1. Pretty good crowd here in Boston for their home opener and the New York home opener. There's the pull from New York. A lot of people filling in here as the sun is starting to peek out in a sporadic show of support. Miles Montgomery Butler swings it up to Teddy Brera Jarris, who puts it a little low, but it's dug out nicely by Tyler Chan, number 44. Chan, senior at Tufts, will be playing regionals next weekend. Chan, after that reset, streaks deep and had a miscommunication here as Brera Jarris cannot find Graham. And now a chance for the New York D as Alero picks it up. Wow, lofts that a little too much. Good read almost, but the turnover again, and New York not looking very good out there. Boston, Graham bombs it deep. He's got Chan, if Chan can track it down, and he does. Nice loft from Jeff Graham there, the forehand that hangs up there. Chan, excellent receiver with speed and ups. Didn't have to do too much with that one, and it's just like that, 4-1 for the Whitecaps. Here's the pull, rolls out of bounds. New York still with very little consistency. Chris Gwinner will give it a shot now with the left, number 37. He finds his center man there, Chris Kocher, who just threw the goal. Hennessy with the disc. He gets it upfield. Nice movement here. A little floater, gets his men out of rhythm, but a completed pass. Whitecaps swings it back. They are being tightly guarded here by the Boston man D. slings it into Mazer. He's got a man deep. Faust is being well guarded, and it's tracked down by Jack Hatchett, the Defensive Player of the Year last year, number 27, who shows his speed and tracks that one down in front of Faust. Perskew up 2. There's a big rip downfield. Let's see if it stays in. Nice D by Markian Kuzmowicz to knock that one away. Gwinner will pick it up, and again, the story of the day here and of all last year really has been New York's offensive efficiency. Very weak, and they're not getting a lot of looks, really. Just not a lot of open receivers and not a good rhythm. 2 people cutting the same spot there, as you saw Faust and Kocher in the same spot. And this is thrown into 2 poaches. And an easy opportunity now for Boston, and they convert. Hatchett with the goal, bookends if you want to call it, and it's 5-1. The route is on. Well, it's a field day out here for defenders. If you like defense, then you're going to love playing for the Whitecaps today, as they have scored 4 goals on defense, and they are on defense again as New York tries to regroup. Big hug from Hollingworth, looking for Anderson. Anderson will get to it. Now let's see if he can throw the score. He's looking. He holds it and then dishes upfield to Mazer for the goal. Well done from Anderson to Mazer on the hook from Hollingworth. And New York connects here on offense to make it 5-2. So here we are starting off here with a half field pull that after a called timeout, the pulling team can elect to pull from half field. Unfortunately, that pull did not go as desired, as they could try to trap Boston in their end zone to try to get a 2-point Callahan, and instead the pull by Anderson floats up and out of bounds and does not do that much damage for the Whitecaps here, as they are able to center at the 15-yard line. So ineffective short field pull there from New York, and Miles Montgomery Butler with this centers it. Looking back for Graham, but oh, nope. And that's Matthew Little is there from the Zid throw. Again, Graham with the big fakes, guarded by Anderson. Boston, unlike the New York offense, is finding a pretty good rhythm here by going to both sides of the field. New York, you saw with the spread offense, could not find much rhythm, but Boston here looks comfortable as Chan moves it up to Miles Montgomery Butler. Miles looking to center it, and it's D'd up. Beautiful D there from number 66. Yeah, it's Javon Meiser who just showed up, coming in on the drive and instantly make a presence there. Let's see if New York can do something with it. To Aloro. To Anderson. Anderson looking deep. Nope. Sings it under. Faust will put it up. Hangs it. Floats it. Who's going to get there? Wow, nice spin, but not enough for Gibran. Time is now an issue. 26 seconds left here in the quarter. That was a missed opportunity for New York. If they had recognized the clock, they might have been able to hold on to that a little bit there and worked it in smoothly. Instead, the throw from Faust pops up into the air and unsuccessful. Sorry, that was Kofer with the throw. My apologies to Faust. Now New York with the 20 seconds and a full field to work. They're going to have to put it up if they can connect there, and Chan does get it. Graham will be the one to boost it here. No, he elects to go under. Now there's one throw left. Piers McNaughton will put it up. It's D'd. And that will be the end of your first quarter, as the Whitecaps here showing they will be a force to reckon with in the East Division here as they take a 5-2 lead after the first quarter.
Canterbury, the official apparel supplier to Major League Ultimate. Dress like a pro. Visit www.canterburyus.com, the destination for all your team's custom uniforms and athletic apparel needs. Canterbury, proud partner of Major League Ultimate, committed to the game. Go to discstore.com to purchase official merchandise of Major League Ultimate, game discs, apparel, accessories, and more. Discstore.com is the world's premier supplier of Ultimate Frisbee products and the official store of the MLU. Discstore.com, that's discstore.com. Stop your hands from sweating and increase your performance with Gamer Grip. This non-sticky solution allows you to make better throws and grab better catches without a hint of slippage.
Well, New York will get a chance here to start on defense and see if they can't generate some momentum. Although Boston, a very good offensive team. And we'll see them use both sides of the field very effectively as Miles Montgomery with the center here in the handle position. A defender last year, now the key cog here in the offense with Marquette missing for the first half of this game, at least might show up in the second half. And they drop it back. Boston, you see here with the easy resets. They always seem to have an open man on the reset as Broward swings it back. Nicely done there. That's Sidorsky with the disc. Gets it upfield to Graham. Graham, a big threat on the unders and the deeps. Gets it up to his man, Tyler Chan. Chan double teamed. Finds his man easily, though. Graham back with the big fake. Up to Miles. Miles has a man here if he wants it, but holds it. Now he's got another chance. Stahl's getting up high. He's got to do something. And he gets it up. No, Deed. Clean. Calls the refs. As Gibran Meiser again gets a piece of a Miles Montgomery throw. And Alora will pick it up. Swing it to Hollingworth. Hollingworth looking downfield. And Anderson cut off there by the defender, so he gets it up to number 66. That's Meiser. Patton will send it. This one hangs up a little bit. And it's caught. Well done there. And let's see if they can convert. Looks like there's a timeout here for New York. Early here in the second quarter. Timeout call from the sideline. New York wants to bring it in, get a good, smart O-line on there, and see if they can't convert this point and get some momentum. So New York check it in here with their O-line, bring in on the timeout call. Hennessy centers to Kocher. Kocher looking. Gibran stays on the field. Meiser, 66, centers it to Kuzmoch, who makes the grab. Kuzmoch looking. Oh, what a D. And the defender for Boston sneaks in there fast, reads that very well. That's Hatchett. Led the league last year in Ds. He's got 2 already here today. Hatchett gets his upfield here. He's looking for a score. He's going to reset it instead. Picked off the turf there by Herskew. Oh, it's dropped. Stevens can't hold on to it. Simple drop there. And another chance for New York's anemic offense. Hennessy looking for Meiser, who streaks deep, and then he gets his man under. Jacob Price, back to Kocher. Up to Hollingworth. Kocher. They're snagging it downfield here. Hatchett tries to get another one, but can't. Hollingworth will throw it down, and Wodach can't hold on. Tough put there at his shoe tips. It's sent deep. Hatchett looking for the bookends. He can't get there. Great bid there from Hatchett. The big throw from CFO, Christian Foster. Just a little too much edge on it. Hatchett can't quite get it off the turf there. And New York will slowly walk it up. Hollingworth surveying the field here, trying to find where his cutters are going to be. You see right now they're sandwiching the cutters in the back. And the hammer just tossed away here. An easy score here for Boston if they want it. Patience. triple team. And the scooper for the score. Over the top to Herskew. And Boston again with multiple opportunities finally converts here on the 1 yard line as they take a 6-2 lead. Mike Miller here with the pull for Boston, and he throws a roller. And Brown will knock it down. Bosco will pick it up. Mazer on the field on the center there. Gets it to Anderson. You see here this sag zone defense from Boston, which has been quite effective there, as no one was even guarding Anderson, as they're waiting to find out what the O will set up with before the D gets there. Mazer with the disc. Gets it to Brown. Brown back to Mazer. See if they can find some confidence out there. Gwinner with the disc. A winner at the Beach World Championships in Dubai, Chris Gwinner. And has come back to the States here to throw a goal. No, short of the end zone. Dumped in for the goal. There it is. As Zoo finds his man Mazer for the goal. And some excitement there from New York as they close the gap. So New York now with the pull. See if they can get something on. D here hanging, very short pull here. Goes out of bounds at the 46-yard line here. Called in by referees Travis and Owen out here, Owen Butler. Miles Montgomery Butler, number 4, will pick it up. Guarded by number 25, Charlie Patton for New York. Andrew Schwartz out there on D for New York. Looks like he's on Matthew Little in the backfield there. Montgomery Butler looking upfield. Finds Graham, who's been getting the unders all day here. Hasn't gone deep yet. Back to Brara Jarris, a veteran here in his 4th pro league season. Swings it. Montgomery Butler up to Graham. Again, these three causing all the damage. And Graham has a man, and he finds him for the goal. Nice look there from Jeff Graham. They use both sides of the field, swing it until they find the open shot. Graham slings in the forehand, makes it look easy, and Boston keeping their foot on the gas. Looks like, yeah, Christian Foster here. Carlton grad will make the pull. Again, Boston owned really just an excellent defensive team here. Terry Roth, Christian Foster out there, Herskew, big Herskew, number 14. The crowd's getting all revved up here. Stevens, number 29. Mazer will pick it up. The crowd getting excited for some discs flying in here. Mazer will try to send one, but oh God, he could have. Wow, he had his man Scotty Zoo deep. Centered instead. Kofor drops. Deed by Stevens, I think. Tried to find Faust in the middle of the field, and Stevens coming back to help. Oh, a man is down. Looked like he might have twisted something there. Hope he's all right. That's Eric Wilburn. He's okay. Anderson on the D there. Again, a short field here for Boston. They will huck it deep. Got a man Foster. There's a lot of folks here now. It's a crowd. Tipped up. Hennessy will get to it. Up to Kosmowitz. Layout bid there, but short. And Mazer. Mazer will draw I'm not sure what the call is, but gets 10 yards. Moves it up quickly. And wow, a quick throw there from Scotty Zoo. Easily D'd up there by Wilburn. And again, the sloppiness continues for New York. They just are not in rhythm. They had 1 or 2 decent-looking points here, and everything has been difficult. The Boston D is excellent. Moved up to Stevens. He'll put it, and no one home. Disappointed in Mazer, who didn't really kind of jack that last point there. I thought he had Scotty Zoo on the deep cut there by 10 yards and chose to holster it and ended up I'm not going anywhere. Now he puts it, and the cut was a little short, a little late on the throw, and Stevens with the D. And Boston again with the opportunity here. Foster there makes the referees know that he was getting fouled. A little exaggeration. He gets the call. Now he's got a short field to work with. Can he punch it in? He can. So that was Matthew McDonald, second-year player here for the Whitecaps with a spectacular point in the last round there as he collected 2 Ds and the score. Not Stevens, it was all McDonald, and Mazer lifts one deep. He's got a man in Kuzmowicz. Can he get there? He can, he snags it out of the air. Great catch from Kuzmowicz, who spikes the disc down as he gets up high with the left, and Mazer's forehand put goes for the goal. So that stops a 3-goal run from Boston as New York gets on the board with a big Mazer huck. And the pull goes out of bounds here, and Miles Montgomery Butler will come to pick it up.
Ladies and gentlemen, in addition to the Huckabuck at halftime, we'll also have some entertainment out here. I'll also have an opportunity to talk with 2 members of the Boston Whitecaps who represented the United States.
Aloro here guarding Miles Montgomery Butler. It's a little bit of a zone D here. A clam look from New York on D, hoping to generate some turns. They're going to need to use everything in their back to try to get back into this game. Brower Jarris, patient to Graham. It's almost a full zone now here with the cup. Now they're crumbling to man. As you see Price, number 24, trying to get involved there. Brower Jarris slings it down. He got an open man in Chan. They're going to put it to him. Chan's got his spacing, and he gets it. Well done from Boston. Tyler Chan sneaks behind the zone. The timing was everything on that one and gets the goal. And Boston, again, shows what they've been doing very consistently, very well, is scoring the point after they get scored upon. So the darling rule here is what it's called, is the half-field pull, slings it. That's the way to do it. That's the way to use the darling, as you call a timeout in between points there to get the half field. And now the roller gets out of bounds, and the Callahan opportunity for Boston. Wow, that was close and just barely picked up there. Hennessy now with the disc. Faust, he's got a man deep, but with that crazy crosswind, he can't quite find a space there. And Boston is really playing well here on the D line. Now he's going to put it. He's going to sail this one for Scotty Zoo. Can Zoo get there? It's D'd up. Well done. I think that might be Edmonds on the D. That's Edmonds. And Christian Foster here will take a check at it. Wow, he puts it deep. Faust there. This could try to hit their referee. Rolls out the back instead. And Wycus will look to get the disc. Got a minute 27 here. Well, New York did work it out of the darling rule to get it to half field. But now they have a full field. As Kocher looks for it, jacks it deep. Good look there as Mazer has got his man. No, Miller gets to it. And Miller and Mazer, 2 veterans here of the scene. And Miller gets the best of it, and he'll pick up the disc. Wow, sneaks it into Herskew. Miller and Mazer played against each other on the Rampage and the Constitution, I believe, back in the Pro Ultimate days of 2013. Matthew McDonald there with the big fake and throws it. Oh, a little too much there. Tried to get one into Sifo, but D'd up by Wodach. And a chance now for New York with 19 seconds left. They're going to have to put it. Hennessy will send one. It's floating. Wodach, he gets up for it. Well done. Slings it in. Can Mazer get to it? He can. Excellent job. Awesome bit of optimism there from New York as they make the plays there. Wodach goes up big. Mazer with the layout grab off the Hennessy throw. And those 3 get some life into this New York team here as they get the goal to close it 9-5 with 8 seconds left. And here's a little bit of time left, 4 seconds. Going to have to put it, and he does. He slings it down, but it's going to be D'd, and that's the end of the half. Great half for the Boston Whitecaps. They show that they're here on the defensive side in this wind and able to handle it. New York's got their work cut out for them in the second half.
Innova is proud to support Major League Ultimate and its incredible athletes. As the official disc of the MLU, the Innova Pulsar has quickly become the disc of choice at Ultimate's highest level. Visit innovadisc.com to find a dealer near you. Can Jam, proud sponsor of MLU 2015. Can Jam is a fast-paced disc game perfect for the backyard, tailgating, or warming up for Ultimate. Get Can Jam today at the team store or online at canjam.com. Use bonus code ULTIMATE for 10% off your purchase.
Well, here we are to start the second half. It's 60 degrees with the sun and 45 with the lack of sun, which is what we're in here now. So very brisk out there as New York starts the second half like they started the first, hopefully with a different result as they have the disc. Back to Hennessy. They do look a little more energized out here as they know they're going to have to get some scores on offense to stay in this game. Kocher. A little bit of an egg beater offense here. They're really trying to use the center part of the field as opposed to the Boston offense, which picks a side left or right and then moves it up. And Faust will put it deep. And he's got his man back there. Wodach goes up and gets it. Well done. Good over the shoulder. Huck from Faust there. Wodach reads it very well. And New York looks pretty good there as the half-field huck from Faust connects to close the gap 9-6. So it looks like Mazur will stay on the field, the all-offensive juggernaut for New York, with a pull going down to number 2 for Boston. Little and Miles Montgomery Butler will put this one to Graham, who's finally finding space deep, and Graham cannot get to it. Wodach goes up early, and looks like Jabron Meiser there to clean it up as the turnover comes. Mazur will put this one to Jabron Meiser. Will it hang in there? Meiser with the run. A little too much on it. Not enough float there. Good look, though, as Meiser bolted deep on Roth. And Miles Montgomery Butler will pick up the disc again. Not a crisp game here for Miles. Into the center of the field. Gets to McNaughton, the speedster. McNaughton looking. Holsters back to Montgomery on the reset. This is where New York has got to stop these easy resets. And this release point from Roth, he is wide open. Sorry, that's Chan again. Tyler Chan, wide open. Beautiful release he has. No one there to guard him. Easy for the score. And Boston back at them. And the crowd gets excited. Apparently a lot of Tufts folks here chanting Tyler's name. Tufts. I'm assuming. Here's the pull now as Rumble will get it. Hollingworth up to Kocher. Kocher looking for Whitecaps. Finds Mazur instead. Looks like he's going to stay on the field for the second half. Finds it to Kuzmowicz. Back to Mazur. Mazur looking, again, the egg beater. Finds a nice break slide over there by Kocher. Finds the open man to Whitecaps. And they're getting some good movement here. Whitecaps swings it back to Kocher. Kocher with a quick one to Hollingworth, and Roth can't get there. Nice bid, though, Terry Roth. And Hollingworth will put it deep. Good look there. Mazur will try to sneak it in, but he can't quite get enough. And instead he dumps it up to Whitecaps for the goal. Well done. Hollingworth did the big upfield throw, and Mazur finds Whitecaps for the goal. And we're trading points here in the third quarter. Quite a big difference already here in the second half, as New York in 2 possessions has scored twice. Boston scored on their only possession, so a lot more crisp offenses from both teams here after a sloppy first half, especially New York when they started the game down 0-3, all 3 points on offense in their first game of the year. Again, this is Boston's 3rd game, so they're going to have a little more continuity out there. New York coming down in a matchup zone, trying to find some ways to disrupt Boston's offense, but no luck so far. And Teddy Brower-Jarros will try to get one to Tyler, and he gets it in there. The bid is too late, and Tyler Chan finds his man. Chan gets the crowd excited, and he's making difference in this game already. Catching, throwing, and on the D side, Tyler Chan making a name for himself here in Boston. So again, the story of this half has been the offense. All 4 possessions. Am I on here? All 4 possessions have resulted in scores for both teams. And the hammer over the top from Hennessy on the double team gets it to Mazer. Mazer, who we mentioned staying on the field. Hennessy looking for a release point to Huckett, and he finds his man. Hangs it a little bit. It's up to Kocher. Can he climb the ladder? He cannot. It's D'd up. 2 Whitecaps there on defense, and Foster with the D. So Hennessy on my fantasy team here, unfortunately for me, as well as Miles Montgomery Butler. It's going to be a long day. Michael Miller will pick it up. Miller looking, faking, and slides it through the middle. Hatchet. Hatchet up line to Banerjee. Banerjee, who played on the Rumble last year. Getting heckled by his Tufts teammate. Stevens centers it to McDonald, I believe. Miller's got an open man if he can find him, and he does. He slings it down for Banerjee, but it's D'd up. Kuzmowicz gets a paw up there and knocks it out of the sky. And Bosco will pick it up, center it to Hennessy. This has been a problem for New York. Wow. Huge layout from Foster. He gets in front of Kuzmowicz, and Hatchet makes him pay. Just too much D there from Boston. What can you say? An amazing play there from Foster, who reads it perfectly. Gets Kuzmowicz in his tracks, lays out, and just like that, they convert. First conversion of the half, and Boston takes it. Sorry, folks. We're back in here. I apologize to Dana, our excellent cameraman here, as I'm peeking on my levels. Mazer with the disc. Mazer will lace it deep. He's got a man. He's wide open. Kocher, can he get there? It's too far. Good-looking design play there as they sprung Kocher free. Kocher normally back in the handle position. Had two men trailing him on the Whitecaps. The play was there. The wind was in their favor, but Mazer a little too long on the throw. And Boston with another chance here for a break. You can hear the crowd getting into it. Boston centering it. This is their D-line again. Moving fast. And a little bit of a double team coming here from New York. These double teams have been very unsuccessful on both sides of the disc. Neither team has done them successfully. He's getting high on the count, but he finds his man there. Slips it back over to Herskew. Herskew up to Simmons. Simmons looking for Herskew. Had him. Now it's getting high. No call yet. Herskew with the disc. Looking for a little swing out to Simmons. Simmons. Up to Roth. Roth looking good patience here. This is what a D-line should be doing on offense. Taking their time, not rushing it, finding the spots. This is Vincenzo Vitiello, number 16. Cenzo, they call him. Up to Herskew. Herskew with a chance to throw the goal. Lofts it up, and it's a goal. Finds his man. Here's the pull from Boston. Great crowd here today in Medford in the greater Boston area. There's going to be a call here. Looks like an offsides call on Boston. They'll have to repull. Head referee Owen Butler calls that there, and they'll have to pull from midway in their end zone here. And New York will step up 20 yards to the 30-yard line. A chilly April day here. And the third game for the Whitecaps, first game for the New York Rumble on a big regionals weekend in college ultimate. As many of you know, my college alma mater, Notre Dame, 4-0 on both sides of the disc. This weekend a drop by Alon Brown there unexpectedly. Plenty of time to get the disc, but a throwaway. Gives the disc back to New York. A foul is called. It looks like there might have been a hack there by Brown. And they'll move it up 10 yards. Up to Miller. Miller swings it back. Nice look to Hatchett there. They got a lot of field to work with all of a sudden. Good fake there for McDonald. McDonald finds his man, and back to McDonald, too far. No, the little dishy fails as it sails past McDonald, who was cutting to try to set up a cut, and it went past him. And Hollingworth will pick it up. Double team comes, Miller and McDonald. And there's the hammer, a little more successful from Hollingworth to Olaro. Olaro to, sorry, that was Kuzmowicz. Now Olaro to Zoo with the scoober to Kuzmowicz. Kuzmowicz looking for Gibran. Meiser's got an open spot here. Christian Foster on the D, and Gibran Meiser goes up big. Gibran with an advantage there, and he goes up over it and high points it for the score for New York. Here's the pull. 13-8 is your score. As Little will send it to Miles Montgomery Butler, who swings it out to Zid. Zid up to Graham to McNaughton. McNaughton's got a streaker deep, but holsters. And he's still out there. And this defense is suspect for New York right now. But they regroup. Scotty Zoo out there. A thinner group here made the trip. Several absences on the New York side. Montgomery Butler puts it, and it's caught in front of Anderson, who slings it out, and it's a goal. Well done. Graham collects it on the throw from Zid. The hockey assist from Miles Montgomery Butler, and Boston stays ahead. Two minutes left to go in the third. And New York still looking for a consistency and rhythm here. They have yet to score 2 points in a row. In order to do that, they'll have to score one here on offense with Mazer with the disc. And looking for some help, finally finds it in Chris Gwinner. Gwinner centers it back to Hennessy. Hennessy's got an open person in Kuzmowicz, but can't get it that far. Again, up to Mazer instead. Mazer looking for help. Back to Kocher. Kocher scanning the field. Really holding that forehand position too long. That's something you don't see from the Whitecaps. They use their fakes very well. Mazer now will fake it and then come under to Hennessy. Hennessy looking. Gets to Gwinner. Gwinner's got Mazer. He's going to put it. Good look here. Mazer, the back shoulder. No, it's teed up. A little too short there. Hung up in the wind, and Simmons able to get to it for the Whitecaps. Another turnover from the Rumble. The Rumble running out of time here. They're down 6 in the third quarter and 40 seconds off the clock here. Sorry, 50 seconds left for Boston. They'll probably just try to hold on to this for the last play of the quarter if they can. No need to try to score early, that's for sure, and give New York another chance. So smart if they take their time on this one. Stevens. Instead, they'll huck it. This could be a mistake, strategically speaking, as this will give New York the disc with 28 seconds, 26, 20. It's still running. That clock should stop. The clock is not stopping. Now it stops. They might try to put some time back on it. We'll see about that. New York should have about 30 seconds. It says, there it is, back to 29 seconds here now. Mistake from Boston gives New York an opportunity here to find some life and stay in this game, as Mazer will pick it up with the full field to go. Kuzmowicz sets up his cut by bursting deep. Kocher swings under and then goes deep. They center it to Faust. Faust swings it out to Gwinner. Gwinner looking upfield, finds Wycus. Wycus can't handle it. And wow, Boston now with a chance with 12 seconds to really kind of ice this game if they can get this one in. Floats it to space. 2 men there. This will be a pretty good score for Boston. They leave 5 seconds on. It's an easy one for Simmons. After the turnover from New York, a disheartened Rumble team will walk back to the line to try it again. So Boston with the pool led the league last year in their efficiency when their D-line gets the disc, scoring 40% of the time. Big difference from New York. The big huck. It's a chance for New York. Bots up in the air, but no. No one there. Brown can't get to it. After the huck from Mazur, bounces up in the air with a lot of defenders and a lot of offense present. No one gets the disc, and we're going to the fourth.
Point Six Socks, the official sock sponsor of Major League Ultimate. Check out www.point6.com for their full line of performance merino wool socks. Skippy, the official peanut butter of the MLU, made with the funnest peanuts ever. Skippy Yippee! Do you have an athletic event, team trip, or corporate outing coming up? If so, charter a private bus, minibus, or party bus from U.S. Coachways. Bus travel is one of the safest, greenest, and most comfortable ways to get your group to an event. If you're going with a group, trust U.S. Coachways. That's what we do.
You're watching Major League Ultimate New York Rumble here in the green, pulling to the Boston Whitecaps in white with their 15-8 convincing lead here to start the fourth quarter. Miles Montgomery Butler with the disc. Again, they use both sides of the field effectively. Pops it up. Chan, the Tufts crowd loves him. Gets it up to Teddy Brower-Jarrett. She's got a man deep if he wants him. Nope, holsters. Graham been a reset all day to Montgomery Butler. Miles looking, finds Chan. Chan with the athleticism is open all day. Up to Marquette, who has just appeared in his first throw of the day. Up to Graham. Marquette a factor here. Count getting up high for Graham, but he gets it off in time. The patient Boston offense, not taking too many risks with some openings. As you see here, Zid with plenty of space. Pops it into Teddy Brower-Jarrett, who's got some options. Takes his time. No rush here from Boston. That's the way it should be. And the calls are not coming on the stall. This one popped up. And Graham able to come down with it. Makes it look easy. He fakes a bombing forehand when he's like 2 yards off the line. He things it in. And the greatest attempt by Marquette is out of bounds and unsuccessful. And so up to Brown real quick here for the Rumble. A chance to break. Anderson with the disc. Surveying the field. Finds Weintraub in the middle. Weintraub slings it back out to Hollingworth. Hollingworth's got a man deep. He's going to put it teed up. Jeff Graham climbs the ladder, goes up high, smacks it out of the sky on their predictable hug from Hollingworth. Marquette will pick up the disc. Watch out for his scoobers. And here looks like more of a hammer distance. He's looking for Chan, and he finds him. Chan now. Chan proving to be a pretty good two-way player here as a receiver and a thrower. Centers it back to Marquette. Marquette to Graham. Their A game is out here now with Marquette on the field. Really complements it. Back to Miles Montgomery Butler to Chan. You don't want to give this line too many opportunities. Chan taking his time. Back to Graham. Anderson guarding him. Graham again fakes the big one at a short field. And there's a call. Looks like it's going to be a defensive downfield call on Gibran Meiser, number 66. Rodach here guarding his man. And it's into the end zone, D'd up by Joe Anderson. Sorry, Meiser. Big hug coming to Meiser. Can Graham get there? Meiser gets to it instead. Gibran Meiser with this nice sky up in the air. Down to Weintraub. Weintraub slings it out to Wodach. Wodach looking. Lots of time. He's got some men. Meiser should be cutting here. Meiser will get the disc right here. And there it is for the goal. Can he get there? Yes. Well done. Here's the pull from New York. Graham staying on the field, number 21. Looks like he'll receive it. Center it to Miles Montgomery Butler. He's got Marquette if he wants him. Marquette surveying up to Zid. Zid to Marquette. Had an open Foster, but holsters. Instead, Graham has got an open man, fakes it instead, and centers. That's why they're so potent on offense, is they're able to convincingly look for the huck and then get it to the other side of the field very well. This team does that so well to both sides of the field. As you see, Montgomery Butler with the scooper over the top from Marquette. Marquette will throw this in to Simmons for the easy score. Once you get to that other side of the field, there's just not a lot of defense there. If you sell the defense to the backhand and you get it over to the forehand side, you got a lot of room to work with, and that's what you see out of Boston here as they score quickly. Here's the pull from Boston here at Hormel Stadium in Medford to Mazur. Hennessy. Hennessy is doing a little Irish dance there. Slings it, and there's a foul here, so this is going to be a free throw, but Faust might get it, and he does. Huge sky from Faust. It's a goal. Alon Brown with the pull for New York. Hangs it up there. Boston's offense has been very effective all day. Miles Montgomery Butler, easy center here to Pierce McNaughton. McNaughton to Chan. Chan to Brower Jarris. Jarris surveys the field. Then everyone streaks deep. Nice design there on that one. Marquette now. He's got an open man in Zid on the double team here. Double teams, again, have been very ineffective today, but that one works. Zid can't come down with it. So a turnover here gives some opportunity for New York to gain some confidence. Hollingworth centers it. Ouch. Weintraub bounces one off his forehead. Miles Montgomery Butler gets it into Graham for the score. Unfortunate turn of events for New York there. They get the turn, but give it right back. And Boston, easy score. Miller pulls it for Boston after the easy one. And Gwinner will haul it in to Mazur. Mazur up to Faust. Faust has got one deep on Wodach. Nice lace, but it's short. Wodach goes up and gets it. Oh, and he throws the turnover. Reminiscent of Hunziker last year for New York with the big sky, and then throws an easy turnover to his man Gwinner. Herskew. Herskew will put it. Oh, it dropped. Looking for the foul, but he won't get there. That was a drop in the end zone there. Mazur will pick it up. Mazur surveying. Well, we know Wodach is a receiver here. His brother, a big receiver for the DC Current, the defending champions. And number 31, John Wodach, showing that he's got the skills. It runs in the family. Mazur got two deep cutters, but they're both covered. Drops it instead to Faust. Faust looking. And Faust swings it to Hennessy. Hennessy to Kocher. Kocher with the quick one to Wodach, and Wodach will get his point finally. So there's a point for New York. 3:53 remaining, 17-11 is your score. So New York here with the darling rule, as they will pull from half field, and they wisely try to laser one in there, but they don't quite get it to the back of the end zone, which is the ideal of that. Marquette makes them pay quickly. Zid hangs it, bombs it down. He's got a man, Graham, who's got the ups, but Anderson is there. Anderson gets the D. No, Gibran Meiser again. Meiser with his fourth D of the game, as Graham goes up early and Meiser there for the play. New York with a chance here. The story of this game will be that New York, unless they score here, will not have scored 2 points in succession. As Anderson sends one up, Brown can't quite get to it. Nice bid from Brown. And the disc back to the Whitecaps. So this game so far has been streaky for Boston. They've gone on runs of 2-3 points, and that's all on your D-line there. And New York unable to do so. They've only scored on offense, and that will be a problem all season if they can't find some room for improvement. Sorry, some areas to improve. Easy score there for Boston after the Gibran D goes for naught. So we were just looking at the MLU app for your phone to check out the live scores, live updates, and fantasy points for players like Gibran with his 4th D of the game. Mazer with the double team here as he towers over Simmons. And that's Chenzo, they call him, Vitiello, number 16. Foul call and zone D here as they're overloading one side. Now it's sort of a crumble man, sag man. Hennessy slings it into Faust. Faust rips one deep to Kocher for the goal. Well done. Anderson here with the pull. Notice he has the same colored, he's got pink cleats and Meiser with the orange cleats. And it looks like Kofer out there with the bright green cleats for New York. Oh, D'd up there. I think that's Meiser again on the D. Gibran Meiser having a whale of a game here in Boston as he gets Jeff Graham up in the air. And now here's a chance for New York to score 2 in a row for the first time. Uh-oh, this one's tough though. Oh, picked up. Scotty Zoo goes in, cleans it up over his man Brown. Back to Zoo. They're moving the wrong direction, however. There we go. Ooh, a little miscommunication, but Zoo there. Oh, there's the D. Well done. Here's McNaughton, gets it back. Read that one well. The speed from McNaughton there a factor. Here's Chan going for the goal, and he's in. Tyler Chan gets the crowd excited. And it's just like that. The turnover comes from McNaughton on their cut under. And in no time flat, Boston is into the end zone and off to the races. Well, the story of the day so far has been Gibran Meiser for New York with 5 Ds. And he's supposed to be at regionals this weekend, but it was moved to next weekend for the Metro East. And so he was able to make this game here. Up to Kocher. Kocher will hang this one. And there's Faust is out there. Kuzmowicz goes up, gets bopped. He looks like he's down. Got kind of whacked in the collarbone area. Oh, he's stretching out his leg there. They'll have to stop the clock here. Markian Kuzmowicz goes up high. Gets a little bit of a hit on the body. They call that a foul. Look at this one on the goal line with about a minute left. Just some stats at this point in garbage time. Maybe get some confidence for New York for the ride home. Kuzmowicz will center it. He's looking for Faust. Instead, to Gwinner for the goal. So this could be the final point of the game here. 55 seconds left. Although Boston's been known to score quickly on offense. They're that talented. Graham up to TBJ, number 42. There he does. Throws it. He's covered, though. Zid is. Oh, and it's tracked down nicely. The follow. Yeah. So the pull sails out of bounds. Ben Katz there with a fantastic follow on that play to catch that hook from Brower Jarris. The double team here on Mazer. And 40 seconds left. Mazer looking around. And his man is covered, so he has to hammer one over the top to Wycus. Wycus slings it. Bosco. Sorry, Wodach. Wodach over here. Finds Faust. Faust has a man downfield. And instead does something a little bit crazy there. Not sure what that was. Boston with the disc now. Hatchett will pick it up. 16 seconds. They'll just walk this one out here. And Boston will get their first victory of the season as they win one here at home in a New York home game. Great crowd. Good atmosphere out here, a lot of energy from the Boston faithful, and they are rewarded with the victory. And Boston will get back on track for their season as they're already in a hole down, losing the road trip games to Philadelphia and DC. This victory here will help get their confidence back, and with their return to Marquette too, one of their key players. And that'll do it. As your final score, Boston racks up 20. New York gets 13 on the board, and we'll have a long ride home. And again, first victory for Boston Whitecaps to start their campaign off in the 2015 season. Thanks for watching the MLU.